For generations, a strange and persistent story has echoed from the vast, icy expanse of the Arctic, a place that for many remains shrouded in mystery and wonder. The tale goes that Inuit hosts would offer their wives to visiting guests as a gesture of hospitality, a custom supposedly rooted in generosity and openness. Over the years, this myth has been repeated in countless books, films, and travelogues, each retelling adding new layers of intrigue and exaggeration, painting Inuit culture as radically different, even exotic, in the eyes of outsiders. Early explorers, often unfamiliar with the language and customs, sometimes misunderstood or misrepresented what they saw, and their stories took on a life of their own. The image is vivid and enduring. A weary traveler, braving the elements, is welcomed into a warm igloo and offered the ultimate comfort by his hosts. But, as with many tales that travel far from their origins, this one has been twisted, embellished, and distorted over time, losing any connection to the reality of Inuit life. Sensational stories sell, and the more shocking or unusual the claim, the more likely it is to be repeated, regardless of its truth. In reality, these myths obscure the true nature of Inuit life, a life shaped by cooperation, resilience, and deep respect for family and community. The real stories, passed down by elders, reveal a culture rich in tradition and wisdom, not the caricature imagined by outsiders. The myth persists because it's sensational, tapping into a deep curiosity about the unknown and the unfamiliar. It reflects more about the imaginations and biases of those who spread it than about the Inuit themselves. Yet, this stereotype misrepresents a resilient, complex society, one that has survived and thrived in one of the world's harshest environments through ingenuity, cooperation, and a profound connection to the land. To uncover the truth, we must look beyond rumor and sensationalism and approach Inuit culture with genuine curiosity and respect, seeking to understand rather than judge. Our goal is to replace fiction with fact, to honor the real customs, values, and strengths that have allowed the Inuit to flourish for centuries, adapting with remarkable skill to the challenges of the Arctic. The truth, as we'll discover, is far more interesting, nuanced, and inspiring than any myth could ever be. So where did this myth about Inuit hospitality really come from? Why has it persisted for so long, and what does it say about the way cultures can be misunderstood? Most historians point to the earliest Western explorers who ventured into the Arctic. These outsiders, unfamiliar with Inuit customs and ways of life, often misunderstood what they saw in these remote communities. The explorers, shaped by their own strict moral codes and cultural expectations, frequently misread Inuit social arrangements that were, in reality, born out of the need for survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. For example, temporary partnerships or communal living for protection and warmth could easily be mistaken by outsiders for promiscuity or unusual sexual customs. But when we look at credible research and listen to Inuit oral histories passed down through generations, there is no evidence of a custom where a host would offer his wife to a guest. This idea simply doesn't exist in authentic Inuit tradition. True Inuit hospitality is rooted in generosity and survival, offering warmth, food, shelter, and safety to anyone in need. These acts of kindness are about community and compassion, not about sexual favors. The myth, however, sexualized this genuine kindness, reflecting the biases and fantasies of outsiders rather than the reality of Inuit life. It became popular in Western storytelling because it was exotic, titillating, and fit the narrative of the mysterious North, not because it was ever true. This is a classic example of how misunderstanding and cultural projection can turn into a lasting stereotype, distorting the truth for generations. The real Inuit tradition is one of profound hospitality, resilience, and care for others, a far cry from the myth that has been told for so long. If the myth is false, what is the real story of Inuit women? The truth is far more powerful and inspiring than any outsider's tale. Inuit women have always been the backbone of their communities, shaping daily life and ensuring the survival of their people in one of the world's harshest environments. They are the master artisans of survival, blending creativity, skill, and deep knowledge of the land. Through their hands, raw materials become essential tools for life. In the Arctic, proper clothing is life or death, and Inuit women possess the skills to create it. Their expertise in sewing and crafting is not just a tradition, but a necessity that has protected generations from the deadly cold. They transform animal skins into parkas and boots, using techniques passed down for generations. Every stitch, every cut, is a testament to their ingenuity and resourcefulness, honed over centuries of adaptation. Their work is the foundation of survival. Without it, even the best hunter would perish. The clothing they make is more than protection. It is a symbol of family, community, and the unbreakable bond between people and nature. This expertise gives women immense respect and importance. They are honored as teachers, passing on their wisdom to daughters and granddaughters, ensuring that knowledge endures. Men and women are interdependent, each role vital. Survival in the Arctic is a team effort, with every member contributing unique strengths to the whole. Women are engineers, managers, and keepers of warmth and well-being. They organize households, care for children, and maintain the delicate balance of daily life. Today, many Inuit women are reviving these skills to preserve culture and identity. They blend tradition with modern life, teaching new generations the value of their heritage. Their story is one of strength and resilience, not of being offered to guests. Inuit women are leaders, innovators, and the heart of their communities. Inuit women hold their communities together against the harshest elements on Earth. Their legacy is one of courage, wisdom, and unwavering spirit, a story that deserves to be told with truth and respect. Now, let's travel to the sun-baked lands of northern Namibia, home to the Himba people. The Himba are known for their ochre-tinted skin and traditional lifestyle centered on cattle and goats. Among them exists a real custom, Okujapisa Omukazendu, offering a wife to a guest. Unlike the Inuit myth, this is a genuine tradition, deeply rooted in Himba culture. It's a profound gesture of trust and hospitality, not a casual act. The husband may offer his wife to a respected guest, symbolizing ultimate honor and social bond. To understand it, we must see it through Himba eyes, as a meaningful communal ritual. Okujapisa Omukazendu is rare and reserved for special guests, close friends or esteemed visitors. It's a formal arrangement between men, building alliances and trust in a society where social bonds are vital. By offering his wife, a husband demonstrates complete trust and lack of jealousy. This act elevates the guest to family status, forging lifelong bonds. For women, participation is part of family duty, but Himba women have their own spheres of influence. The practice reflects a different understanding of paternity and family. Children are accepted regardless of biological ties. It challenges Western ideas of marriage, aiming to foster community cohesion and reduce jealousy. Children from these arrangements are fully accepted into the family and clan. This is not about sex, but about maintaining social harmony. The confusion between the Inuit myth and the Himba reality shows how easily outsiders conflate exotic cultures. The Inuit and Himba live in vastly different worlds, with no historical connection. The Inuit myth persisted because it fit Western fantasies. The real Himba custom seemed to confirm it. Stereotypes are reinforced when facts about one group are misapplied to another. The Inuit myth is outsider fiction. The Himba practice is a real, complex institution. Lumping diverse cultures together erases their unique identities. The Inuit and Himba deserve to be understood on their own terms. Confusing their stories does a disservice to both. Beyond the myths, women in both societies hold significant, though different, power. Inuit women's skills in clothing and home management gave them status equal to hunters. Survival depended on both. Marriages were partnerships. Women had a voice and could leave if unhappy. Their labor was essential and respected. In Himba society, women work hard, milking cows, building homes, raising children. Despite a division of labor, Himba women have economic and social independence, often owning livestock and divorcing with ease. The Himba trace lineage through both parents, giving women and their relatives influence. Power is dispersed, not concentrated solely with men. While the custom of offering wives is decided by men, women have agency in other areas. Both societies are more nuanced than stereotypes suggest. Both the Inuit and Himba face immense pressure from the modern world, rapidly changing their traditions. For the Inuit, settlement, wage economy, and residential schools disrupted traditional roles and skills. Store-bought goods made women's skills less essential, altering family dynamics. Yet, many Inuit women are reclaiming traditional crafts as acts of cultural resistance and healing. The Himba, too, are at a crossroads. Schools, missionaries, and urban migration threaten their way of life. Young Himba increasingly see traditions as outdated, putting customs like Okujapisa Omukazendu at risk. Elders debate whether to adapt or preserve these practices. Western ideas about monogamy and rights challenge communal customs. The future of both cultures depends on how they navigate these changes. Why does it matter if a story is true or false? Because myths and stereotypes have real consequences. The Inuit wife-sharing myth dehumanizes a vibrant people, reducing them to a sensational lie. Replacing myth with truth is an act of respect and understanding. Learning the real roles of Inuit women and the actual Himba custom challenges our assumptions and broadens our worldview. These are living cultures, not museum pieces, facing modern challenges and fighting for their futures. Holding on to myths denies them agency and complexity. The journey from myth to reality teaches us to question stories and seek authentic voices. The real stories of the Inuit and Himba are richer and more human than any myth. Understanding these truths honors them and enriches us all.